Now on KNWA, we'll take a closer look at the resignation of Athletic Director Frank Broyles.
Good evening, I'm Neely Jones.
And I'm Matt Turner. Thanks for joining us tonight. 2 days after the retirement of Frank Broyles, we still don't know if he made the decision or if someone made it for him, because as of now, there are two very different stories being told.
To retire as Director of Athletics effective at the end of the calendar year.
Just minutes after Coach Broyles announced he would retire at the end of the year, head coach Houston Nutt and assistant coach Lewis Campbell made it very clear that he didn't have a choice. Nutt told HogsIllustrated.com he was, quote, upset at how this happened. You just didn't think it would be like this, where he was forced to do something. So yes, I'm upset. I would not be telling the truth if I didn't say I was upset. I thought he would be here 2, 3, 4 more years. Campbell told HogsIllustrated.com this is a very hard day for a lot of people. You never thought it would come, and especially not like this. You thought he would go out on his terms, and it didn't happen that way. However, Chancellor John White told KNWA Saturday after the announcement that Coach Broyles was never given an ultimatum, nor was his job ever in jeopardy.
You know, the unfortunate part is that some people reported that he was given an ultimatum that if he didn't do something by such and such time, he was going to be fired. Let's be real clear about something. The only person who can fire Frank Broyles is the Chancellor. Okay? I would not have fired Frank Broyles today if he had not decided to come in today to announce his retirement. It would not have happened. You could say, well, how can you be so sure it wouldn't? Well, it wouldn't as long as I was Chancellor. Okay? Now, the board could remove me as Chancellor, and then they could take that kind of action. But they can't get to Coach Broyles except through me. It goes through the president and then through me to get to him. I've had no communications from the University of Arkansas Board of Trustees about the removal of Coach Broyles. None. I've had none. So all of this as it's been played out has been the speculation. I mean, there are people who I think really believe that today's board meeting was scheduled with some action about Coach Broyles. I can assure you it was all about we have to be on fast track to get this residence hall opened by the fall of this fall semester. And we couldn't delay further.
So Chancellor White says there was no ultimatum and that he never communicated with the board about the removal of Coach Broyles. But what about the plane that Broyles was supposed to be on Friday afternoon? Since then, we've learned two things. First, Broyles was on that plane, but instead of getting off at Drake Field, he decided to take a detour and was dropped off at the airport in Springdale. Second, a source inside the program told us Monday afternoon that Coach Broyles flew commercial to Chicago last week to see a sick friend. Now, his return ticket was scheduled for Saturday, but the board wanted him home earlier, so they sent a plane to get him 1 day early just so he could attend that meeting Saturday morning. So if there was no ultimatum, why was it so important that the university spend thousands of dollars to fly Coach Broyles back 1 day early? And if Chancellor White had no communication with trustees about the removal of Broyles, again, why did the board fly him back, and why was it imperative that he be at that meeting? All questions we hope to get to the bottom of tomorrow. And that brings us to tonight's